How to get a patent in China. This video is give you all you need to know about the ways to get a Chinese patent and information on your different options for choosing them. Hello everyone, welcome to Chess IP. I'm Johnny. If you want to stop the copycat activities going on in China and you would need a Chinese patent, how to get a patent in China. Today we're going to mainly talk about 4 ways you can pick. But before that, we will give you a few tips about the background of Chinese patent system. At the end of the video, we will give you a chart to compare the pros and the cons of different measurements. Before we move on to the specific choices, there is 3 tips need to be pointed out. First thing is that there is no such things called international patent. And the people throw that terms around mainly means a person or a company get a patent in many different jurisdictions. Like you run a facility to produce a new type of hammer in US, and you mainly sell the hammers to China, while you want to prevent the others to steal your creation and obtain the protection in US and China. So here's what you do. You file a US application to US IP office to get a US patent. Simultaneously, you file a Chinese application to China IP office to get a Chinese patent. None of these 2 patents can cover the worldwide because patents are jurisdiction by jurisdiction. Different authorities rule their patent application. The same creation may get granted in some jurisdictions and be rejected in some other jurisdiction, which is quite common. Second thing is the China we mainly discuss here is equal to mainland China. Due to the policy reasons, the patent system in Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan are independent, and getting a patent in mainland China won't give you a legal monopoly in these regions. So if you are seeking for patents protection in this area, you need to file applications separately to these local IP office. One last thing. The patent law of China allowed inventors to apply for 3 types of patents: invention, utility mods, and design. Invention patents is for new measured and produced things, new recipe or new constructional improvement, which you can understand it as a big patent. Duration of protection lasts for 20 years top. Utility mod patent is one only for constructional improvement, which you can understand it as a small patent. Generally speaking, it's easier to grant a utility patent compared to granting an invention patent. Duration of protection lasts for 10 years. Let's take the hammer back. So if there's something new about the measurement to produce the hammer, you only can file as an invention patents application. However, if something new is about the structure of the hammer, you can file as invention patent or as the utility mods patent. Design patent is the same, just like the rest of the world. Technically speaking, it's about how specific products looks like, and the duration of protection lasts for 15 years. Well, there's 4 ways for you to choose to get patent in China. The very first one is direct national application to CNIPA, which you reference as China National Intellectual Property Administration. Official China IP office in charge of our patents. They accept patent applications from companies and different individuals. For direct application, it is about a construction improvement. We can choose to file double application in one day, which means we file invention patents and the utility mods patent at the same day. The 2 files could be almost the same. Well, why would you do that? You will get granted the utility mod patent very soon, which is about 6 to 8 month time, and you can claim the rights of utility mods for urgency. And there even will be an accelerated patent examination to speed it up once it's in the progress of China IP office, while you are waiting for the examination program of your invention patent. Like what we said before, invention patent is a little bit harder than to get granted. Anyway, In the later days, when the time comes to grant a notice of your invention patents, then your invention patents would replace the utility mod patents you already have, and you will obtain the 10 more years protection. We strongly suggest that you should at least apply for a utility mods patent if you can. As I remember, the average time is around 6 months. This is the fast way for you to get a useful tool to fight for your right. Remember, copycats movement is very fast. For like this product, right holders took more than 3 years to get a patent, but copycats only took the market within lower price within 1 year, even before the right holders get an actual patent to sue. This is a true story for another day, but we mention it so you can see how valuable the time is. The second type is PCT application. PCT references to the patent corporation theory, and it is probably the most common and well-known ways to get an international application. Nowadays, PCT cover almost the main regions around the world, including China. The organization managed the PCT application is called the WIPO, which references the World Intellectual Property Organization. The PCT application is not an actual patent, more like a provisional patent application. It will help you to have the time to decide whether or when to enter a membership country of the PCT. File a PCT application first as an international phase, then choose to enter China to start the China national phase. Now, typically speaking, it will give you 18-month time from when you file PCT application, or 30 months time from when you file original priority to start national phase. Anyway, so you came up with the hammer idea, and because US or the membership of PCT, you file PCT application to the WIPO. During the time, you realized the copycat stuff is going on in China, which pissed you off, so apparently you decide to fight copycats in there. So before the time runs out, what you do is you knock the door of China IP office, says, hey, I want to take the PCT application into an actual Chinese patent now. It will like the normal Chinese patent application from there. Entering China by PCT is a double-edged sword. It may take several years to get your patent. On a tight budget, well, it surely saves you some money, but almost double the time. Usually, it's around 4 to 6 years, and it can save a man about to drown. One more thing, PCT does not apply to design patent, and you can only choose as invention patent or utility patents once a time. You can apply them both. The full name is Paris Convention for the Protection of Industrial Property. Chinese government signed as a membership in 1985. As a matter of fact, PCT is the extension of Paris Convention, but they work very differently in real operation. One thing is the Paris Convention applies to design patents. And two, unlike PCT application, the Paris Convention skipped a part of international phase. It starts with the patent application in A region, then flash to B region. For example, you apply the hammer patents in US, then in the next 12-month time, you can apply to China the Paris Convention about this hammer idea. If it's a design patent, the time limit is 6 months. Therefore, the Paris Convention allowed you to copy the patent in another region to China. Well, PCT is based on international application and transform the application into a Chinese patent. Paris Convention is a fast way. Compared to PCT, it would save you about 12 to 18 months time. Chinese government filed the Hague Agreement in 2022. Full name as the Hague Agreement considering the international deposit of industrial design. As you can see the little red, It's only for design patent. When you file the application by Hague Agreement, you need to name China as the region that you want to go protected. This is also running by WIPO, which you can file to wipo.int directly or find a local authority to resend it for you. All I'm saying is you can find the design through Hague Agreement by yourself. Once WIPO gets your application, they will publish it and send it to China IP office to check again. If it fits the requirements, your design patent gets 5 years protection at first. You can rewind for 5 more years when you reach the end. And then you can actually apply for twice, so you will at least get 15 years of protection. If you want even longer durations, it will depend on different national IP office. In China, it will be just 15 years top, but if in Japan, it will be 25 years top. If you want to cover many regions, the Hague Agreement may be the economic ways due to the low fees. Okay, that's 4 ways you can get a patent in China. And here is what we summarized for the time and the features for these ways. For time-sensitive product, it's better for you to file direct application to China IP office. It's a fast way to get a patent. If your business covers worldwide and you're not sure whether should you pay a lot of money for patents, including getting a Chinese patent, well, I guess PCT application is suitable for your globalization strategy. On the other hand, if you are quite sure about the place you want to protect, like certain overseas market and your domestic market, you can apply for the Paris Convention to just speed it up. If you are short of budget and just needed design patents, Hague Agreement is the one for you. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you get a better understanding. Leave comment below about your opinion. Please subscribe our channel and we will share more IP information in other videos. See you next time.